Welcome to another IntoMobile hands-on unboxing ceremony. We're about to put our hands on the new Samsung Behold 2, the next generation Behold from Samsung, available from T-Mobile for $229.99. Okay, that's that. This is the newest Android phone from Samsung, and it's sporting the new version of TouchWiz UI, Samsung's custom user interface, which actually includes this new 3D Cube UI. But we'll get into that in a second. Here's a quick look at the box. Cool window showing everything you can do. Alright, so opening it up. Ta-da! We have the phone right here. The next generation Behold, the Behold 2 from Samsung, is a little bit bigger than the original Behold. It's a lot a bit different because it's actually Android as opposed to Windows Mobile. But despite the bigger size, it actually fits really well in the hand, as you can see. It's very comfortable, pretty slim. Pretty cool form factor. While we let that boot up over here, we're going to take a look at the box. In here we got the documentation, user's manual, guide, stuff like that. Over here we've got, an interesting little microfiber type of carrying sleeve. All the usual suspects. We've got a charging cable that's actually micro USB, standardized charging port now in pretty much every smartphone you're going to buy from now on, as well as a data cable, micro USB data cable, a stereo headset, a wired headset, headphones, as well as a wired headset for taking calls. Got a little button there to pick up end calls, and an adapter, an SD card adapter for the micro SD card that's actually included with the handset. You just pop your little micro SD card into there, pop this into your SD slot, and you're good to go. Alright, so looks like we're fully booted up over here. This is the new Samsung Behold 2 from T-Mobile. Pretty cool looking. The first thing you should notice is the really bright, the really crisp screen that even in this really good lighting here you can see the brightness of the display almost overwhelms the camera. It's actually an AMOLED display. Taking a quick little hardware tour. Of course, the 3.2-inch capacitive, no pressure needed, capacitive touchscreen, the AMOLED touchscreen, 3.2 inches. The 5-megapixel camera. Autofocusing camera has a flash, so low light photos are a go. And your volume control rocker buttons right there, the microphone for picking up your beautiful voice. Your camera shutter button, dedicated camera shutter button. The lock unlock screen, which basically does that. Push it to bring the screen back, push it to turn the screen off. Since there's no screen on and off button, the lock pretty much doubles as the screen on and off. You open the little hatch up here and you can have your micro USB port for your charging cable as well as your data cable. And then you have the 3.5 millimeter headphone port, which accepts standard 3.5 millimeter headphone jacks from pretty much any headphones you're going to have in your collection. Pretty cool. On the inside, underneath the battery cover, we've got a cool little micro SD card slot. Looks like you're going to have to take the battery out to use it, right? Wrong. What Samsung has done is they made this little sleeve that actually pops up. You can put your micro SD card in there, snap it back, and bam, hot swappable micro SD card slot. Very cool. On the inside, of course, you've got your GPS, you've got your Wi-Fi. You can see right there, we're on a Wi-Fi network. It's got, of course, the 5-megapixel camera. You've got plenty of processor speed, plenty of RAM. So yeah, that's the hardware there. Now, taking a look at the UI real quick, this is Android, skinned with Samsung's TouchWiz, the widget-friendly TouchWiz UI. As you'll see down here, you have quick access to your dialer, your contacts, web, and a quick list. Pressing anything on the display kind of gives you a little bit of a vibration haptic feedback. So it's a cool way of knowing when you've actually activated a button. And taking a look at the application's launcher tray right here, the original TouchWiz UI had a expandable widget tray. This is actually doubles as Android's application tray. You've got all your apps here. If you want to, say, put this on your home screen, just hold and drag. Now, if you want to get rid of something, hold that, just drag it there, and it's gone. Simple as that. Okay, so knowing what we know about Android, we also have the new Samsung Cube UI going on here. It's basically a kind of a gimmicky way to take a look at all your multimedia features. You've got your, okay, right here we've got movies, okay, right here we've got photos, movies again, your music right there, MP3 store right there, we've got YouTube right there, and on the bottom side we should have, this is where your last viewed web page would come in. I don't know why it's not coming in right now, but yeah, so access all your multimedia features. You, because it's got the Behold 2's got sensors like accelerometers in there, you can actually, a little quick flick of the wrist will actually spin the box. I don't know what good that does because I'm pretty sure you're going to want to go somewhere on purpose rather than randomly just flipping the box. Doesn't always seem to work, but what Samsung did was they included a home key and a dedicated Cube key, so you can always get right at the Cube UI, and again with the flick when it wants to cooperate. Okay, so that's a look at the UI. Aside from TouchWiz and the Cube UI, you've got your standard 3-pane Android home screen going on here, and of course holding out, tapping a blank part of the screen and holding it brings up options to load widgets, to load shortcuts and folders and stuff like that. Okay, so taking a quick look at the web browser, because this is Android, it's WebKit based, and there we go. Okay, so it's loaded. It looks just like it would on the desktop, as you can see. Zooming in, zooming out, just a matter of clicking a couple buttons here. There you go. That's the whole web page as you would see it on your desktop. Hitting that little button kind of zooms you all the way out and allows you to kind of pan around and determine, okay, well, I think I want to check out this ad. Let me just zoom in right there. Okay, so that's a quick little look at the Android's web browser, standard on all Android phones. Now, taking a look at the camera, one of the highlights of the Behold 2, I'm holding down the camera shutter button here, which should activate the camera. I went in and already optioned it out, so I have my my view grid. As an example, I'm going to take a look at this box. We're going to take a quick picture. It's got the flash. You can see the flash going on right there. A little shutter click sound, processing a little bit, and it should give us the preview picture. Record voice, stuff like that. Now, going back, let's take another picture. Shot to shot time. Is a little laggy, but it is a smartphone. Phone, not a camera, so you're gonna have some compromises. And you could just go to slideshow. You have all these options for what to do with your picture. And when you're done with that, go back to the camera mode and you have all these options for brightness and exposure control, video mode, timers, stuff like that. So pretty cool overall. You could control the zoom thusly. Pretty good overall. And with the AMOLED screen, it's really impressive. Now, one last thing, just speaking of AMOLED, just kind of showing off the incredible display, we're going to go ahead and check out this video. Hopefully you're going to get a chance to see just how good the screen is. The viewing angle is pretty amazing, thanks to the AMOLED screen again, and you'll notice really bright, really crisp. Everything moves really smoothly. You're going to get great color. That's enough of that. Thanks to the AMOLED screen. And there you have it. That is the brand new Samsung Behold 2 from T-Mobile, available again for $229.99, $230 with a new 2-year contract.